I think we're recording now. I think
so.
we're recording now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Look at that ladybug. We're out here being attacked. This is like the third.
Is it on the camera?
Yes. This is the third thing that's already attacked us. We got attacked by a
giant
spider.
Mosquito and a spider, and now
a ladybug landed on my arm.
Ladybug. Pinche Mr. Ladybug.
I don't know about this outside stuff.
This sunlight stuff. But hey, Josh and Deb.
I'm burning out here.
Yet again, somebody talking all over me while I'm trying to talk.
Sorry.
Josh and Deb from Cast the Pod, Josh and Deb Cast, etc., etc. HatchetTV.com.
Hello.
Why did I say .com? HatchetTV. But yeah, so we're testing this Riverside thing out, see how it works when we're not stuck at the house. I mean, in the studio.
Yeah, it gets kind of
boring.
In the studio.
Yeah, and especially since I sleep in the studio, I work in the studio. Need to go outside, get some sunlight. Yeah. But so on this last pod, I wanted to talk about what happened when we went to Kerrville. Nothing against any of our people or our pod people or listeners or anything like that in Kerrville, but we went out there for a little adventure, and yeah, it was adventurous.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not doing the intro of the pod or anything here because we're doing this over the phones. So you have been warned. Thoughts and views, and yeah, harsh.
Did we introduce ourselves? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Josh and Deb. I mean, I know it's 2025 and all that, about to be 2026, but people should be able to realize I'm Josh, you're Deb.
Yeah. They haven't seen me in a while, so they might have forgot what I look like.
That's right. I
haven't been on camera for.
It's funny because we're sitting across from each other at a park bench holding our phones up, talking to each other while holding our phones up.
People are staring at us.
The one person that's here.
And people that I mean are the squirrels that are climbing up the trees.
Looking for nuts. Wah, wah, wah. Anyways, so I had seen this viral-ish, semi-viral, not pandemic level video, and it was talking about how the original recipes of Taco Bell were available at this place called Taco Casa. And because allegedly, I'm not sure, but they said it on the internet, so it must be true. When the person that owned Taco Bell was going to sell off to Pepsi, allegedly, his friend that had a bunch of franchises was like, fuck that. I mean, forget that. And they decided to keep their own, they weren't going to Pepsi, so they have the original recipes. Not KFC, but so it was like, all right, looked it up online. The closest one was in Kerrville. Bet, type it in. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's where Kerrville's at. Okay, so we went, right? And we get over there. And it was what you would expect that it was. And there's two elderly people, including a gentleman with suspenders. I think they're going to go walking in the park. Shout out to them for being active.
Yeah. Unlike us, just sitting here on our phones.
But the lady was like looking at us like they're sitting across from each other with phones. This generation, I swear. If they only knew, we're
back in my day,
probably the same generation.
They're like, shut up, Deborah.
Ooh, I'm gonna scoot over. There's too much sun outside in the outside world. Where did the shade go? I swear. Nobody told me the sun moves. Ooh, look at that. Hold on.
That's nice.
Okay, so where did I leave off?
You said Kerrville when we went there. to Taco Casa.
Yes. So we went to. I want one of those bikes.
Okay.
Oh, squirrel.
There's lots of them here.
Literally, hold on. All right.
My back is on fire.
So we went to Kerrville and we get out there, right? And there's like nobody there at this Taco Casa. Tons of cars, but apparently it was all the employees.
Yeah.
The menu was simple. Maybe we'll show some pictures if we can find a way to mix some pictures in, because we ordered our stuff and it was simple. They had like a burrito and a super burrito, and they had a chelada, not an enchilada. Why you give me the side eye over there?
I don't know. I'm just used to you looking at you.
Oh, okay. So, and then they had the super chelada, and then they had the taco, and then the super taco, and etc.
Taco salad.
And the taco salad. And did they have a super taco salad?
No, it's just a taco salad.
It was just a taco. Taco.
A taco salad.
A taco salad. And taco salad. That's my buddy from Saudi Arabia. Taco salad. Trying to be quiet as people walk by, because we're still that old generation, unlike the other ones that just talk and whatever and still completely comfortable. We still get chai.
You get chai.
And I'm not talking about tea.
Yeah, and you probably look weird because we're sitting across from each other.
Talking to each other, phones up, blocking each other. It was funny because if we didn't have the phones up, we wouldn't be talking to each other. We'd just be like
looking at the. I was gonna say at the stars. Looking at the clouds.
Anyways,
the birds flying by.
So we order our food and all that, and it was mid. Is that how you say it? Mid. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Service was pretty good. And so we sit down, and the cool thing about it is, if any of y'all are old enough to remember Wendy's nuts. Oh, anyways, when they used to have that sunroom that would stick out the side of the Wendy's, and you could sit there and get sun. That's why they called it a sunroom. It had one of those. Yeah. So we sit over there. And
we're like, oh, a sunroom.
It's badass. And we sit at the farthest possible table. Right? And then people start showing up. And people are ordering stuff, and people are sitting at the opposite, as far away as possible from us. And all, it's cool. And then these two bestial human beings that make Deborah and I, for those of y'all who don't know, Deborah and I, we challenge gravity a lot. Which
I'm big.
Which means, we have mass. And I'm talking about my ass, mass. And we got some weight going on. Anyways.
We're working on it, though.
We're working on adding more weight to it. But,
so you can see my double chin right here.
These two bestial human beings sit right next to us, because the tables link to each other, and there's like a 2-inch little divider, and all the fucking places. And the thing is, they didn't sit in the sunroom side of it. They sat on the side that was inside the main building. It's like y'all could have sat anywhere else. Anyways.
But you know what? We probably look like outsiders to them. And then they wanted to sit there to listen to our conversation.
Well, they looked like New Mutants to me. But regardless.
Like, look at those outsiders over there.
And then, probably about 4 tables in front of me, to my left, which would be 4 tables behind Deborah, to her right, there was a table with a lady that was probably about our age. And then she had like 2 teenage daughters and a preteen, no, not even preteen, not toddler, but a little kid, right?
He looked like 5, 6.
And apparently he recognized me, not as in like recognized, oh, that's Josh. None of that stupid ego bullshit.
Hey, that's Josh from Casa the Pod.
No. I'm saying that he's like, hey, there's a pasty, fat, bald, bearded glasses guy. Apparently there's you know, a million, 10 million. You know what I mean? Easily, you know, confusable, especially to a toddler. You know, like maybe I look like an uncle, or maybe I look like a cousin, or maybe I look like the guy that ran over their dog, or something like that. And he's telling the mom, "Hey, look, there's blah 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 blah." And like I said, fat, pasty, bald, bearded, glasses. It's easy, especially for a little kid to get
Maybe
confused.
you look like Santa without the suit.
Santa's cousin, Shecky Claus.
Yeah. He's like, look, there's Santa. He's just having lunch before he gets ready to go.
He's having
get the
Taco Casa.
reindeer.
Little did Santa, Shecky Claus, know that Taco Casa was true to the original formula of getting the super runs 2.5 hours later. If you want to clear out your system, go to Taco Casa.
We were fighting for the restroom.
Like I said, the food was meh. Service was great. Everything looked clean, but something about it. I can go and eat taco trucks on the side of the road where they're like sweating into the food as they're cooking it and all that, and my stomach's fine. I went to Taco Casa, just
went straight
through the system. You plugged up, that's where you go. Unless they want to sponsor us, then it's the greatest food anywhere. Anyways, so the kids are like, look, mom, and the mom's like, yeah, shh. And that's a kid, you know, whatever, big deal. And then the two dumbass teenage kids, right? They're like, oh, let's get a picture of them so we can show so and so. And then they try to act like they're taking selfies of the whole table. And one has her phone like this, and she's like trying to hit the button. And it's like, I can see your screen pointed towards us, you dumb bitch. And I'm not saying bitch because she was female. I'm saying bitch because she's a dumb bitch. Has nothing to do with the gender fluidity or not fluidity or whatever the words are. But yeah.
So we did the same.
Yeah, we did the same thing, and then they're like, oh, let's go.
We pretend to be taking selfies with them in the background.
Anyways, if they didn't mean any harm and they're watching this right now, they want to join Club 3P. Hey, I'm just kidding. You're not a dumb bitch. So then we're leaving, right? And it's like it hit. The first wave hit. And not the I don't know. I just had to pee like you would not believe. Even though I went while we were there.
You went twice, didn't you?
No. Well, this being the second time. And so it's like, well, we're trying to get out of the parking lot. And we go to next door where there's an Ollie's. Ollie's is where they have cheap stuff, discounted stuff. Stuff that's no longer for sale or anything like that. Here comes another group of people. Why are they parking right here? It's the same thing that happened at Taco Casa. Nobody was there. You know, we're people magnets. Yes. I'm sure we all feel that way. All of us. Anyways, so I walk into this Ollie's, and it's like 3 o'clock, and there's a sign that says, we will close at 3:30, reopen at 5:30. Yeah. I didn't tell Deborah this part.
I stayed in the car.
Deborah knows nothing about this part, and I'm not joshing it up. I'm not joshing y'all and making this story more interesting or anything like that. But I shit you not, the Ollie's in Kerrville, no disrespect to Kerrville, but had the most stereotypical of every stereotype you could possibly think of.
Train.
There was a kid with a turban on looking like Raj from whatchamacallit, the cartoon. I can't remember the name of the cartoon.
The cartoon?
Yeah. Hold on, there are motorcycles going by. Anyways, but there was the crackheadiest, toothless, 98-pound, 5'10" white guy ever. There was the cowboyish cowboy white guy there. There was a very froed out turtleneck wearing black guy. And then there was somebody that looked like he was trying to be an extra or trying to be in the crew that shot Ricky in Boys in the Hood. Then there was a 4'+1", 5' nothing Mexicano that was like, "Excuse me, Mr. George, Mr. George, excuse me." And then there was the Latinx, the Latinx of the only time they claim their ethnicity is when they're on social media, and like every single stereotype you could possibly think of was in there, and it was pretty cool.
Did you talk to all of them?
No, but I was listening to everybody. That's what took me so long in there. I couldn't get to a bathroom because they didn't have a public bathroom, but I was just sitting there absorbing, and then I was like, maybe I should record some of this, but that's kind of creepy, recording people without,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I wasn't going to do that, but I promise you, I was just listening to, "Hey, whoa, whoa, so cuz," and it was all there. Everything you could think of was in that. I'm also toning it down a bit as people are walking by, and you know, because I don't want to ruin anybody's park experience.
You don't want to be, though.
Not that I'm being shy or anything like that, but I hate when people have their phones and they're talking to the bottom of their phones. Like, y'all can't see it, but you know, and it's like, you're in public.
Do it.
No,
Do it.
you do it.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Like that.
Yeah, as we're getting shy again, as people are coming by, but it's a public park.
Can you picture this? You're like walking on the sidewalk, and then you see a table where there's two people and they're sitting across from each other with their phone,
talking on their phones, complaining about how they hate how people talk on their phones.
And you don't realize what the hell are they doing? They're sitting right in front of each other.
So now turn the camera towards me. So like I was saying, I hate those people that have their phones like this out in public, and then they're talking like public, and then here comes another fucking car. Oh, and they're taking two parking spots up too. Great. Literally, they have the white line in between their wheels of their car.
They don't want anybody next to them.
Douchebaggery at its highest.
Look, that's them right there. Get away!
The bee? Was that a bee or a fly?
Yes, it was a bee.
Fuck off, bug.
So, I'm afraid of bees. So if my phone falls, it's because I didn't run because I can't run, but I jumped out of the way.
You jumped?
Yeah. Not that I can jump either, but...
Alright, so we're about 18 minutes into this test.
Oh, but I didn't tell my story when we went to Taco Casa. Casa.
Taco Casa.
When we drive up to Taco Casa, I was looking down, and then I looked up so I can get out of the car. And when we were still going into the parking spot, and I looked at the truck next to us, and they were sheep, right?
Sheep.
There was one
trailer
sheep,
full of sheep.
one of the sheep was looking at me, and I was like, "Oh, where's my phone? I'm gonna take a picture of the sheep," right? And then, so I went to get my phone, and when I looked out the window again to take the picture, there were two of them, and they were just staring at me, all mad. And then I looked in the driver's side, and there was a dog.
A dog in the passenger seat.
It was a golden retriever, and it had the same look like the two sheep were, and they were they were mad dogging me.
And mad sheeping also.
Mad dog sheeping me. And I didn't get to take the picture because I couldn't stop laughing so much. I was like, this dog and two sheep just cussed me out. Yeah, so that was my story.
Indeed. But yeah, that's our story of...
and we're sticking to it.
The Kerrville stereotypes. And the Kerrville sheepdog. What'd you call it?
The dog sheep.
No. Yeah, sheepdog. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sheep, plural, dog.
See, I always say stuff backwards.
Yeah. But, so... I don't know if we said it on the last episode, but we'll say it on this one. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Just talking all over me. Everybody talking all over me. Joyous Kwanzaa. Go
Happy
ahead.
holidays.
And
I don't know.
now this is when you say Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas. And to all, a good night.
I like how you put your hand out and you're waving. Like anybody can see the waving.
And to all, a good night.
Okay.
And now that you see my face, you probably won't see it
on
the
regular
podcast.
pod. That's your choice.
That is my choice.
Your choice. So the guy that parked in the middle of the parking lot space now, I don't know if he thinks that because like the back of this phone is pointed straight over there. Now he lined up. He went to go drop off a bag of KFC in the trash. But yeah, this is our adventure in Brackenridge Park. Yay! And so until next time, I'm Josh.
And I'm Deb.
We're from the Josh and Deb cast of the pod, Hatchet TV. And yeah, this was a test of the emergency Josh Deb podcast. I knew. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.